and welcome to this week's Football Talk podcast. It is me, Josh Call, back from sunny Scotland, and over the other side of the land pond area is David Nichols. Hello, Dave.
Hello, mate. How you doing? I
always want to say your middle name, but I always forget your middle name. Tell me your middle name again, Dave.
How can you forget my middle name? James. DJ. David James.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Remember when I used to score at football?
Would that be your goal celebration? DJ Nichols.
No, can you remember when I scored at hockey and tried the Robbie Keane celebration and dislocated my shoulder?
Well, didn't it?
Right, we'll put out an early thing just to say if there is issues with audio, let us know in the comments. Let's not let this one rumble on for those that were in the comments last time. Yeah, sorry, Ross. Sorry, Josh. You were saying, have I got a goal celebration?
Yeah.
Just generally run off like a bit of a loon. I don't score very often when it's football or even at hockey. I've always played more defensive positions, so no, just sort of. There was a bit of. I can remember I scored a goal in when I played Saturday League in Bristol. I scored an equaliser in like the last couple of minutes, and I just sort of ran off with a mix of Alan Shearer with the arm up, and then hugging anybody that was near me. I think I might have hugged the ref as well. So, but
yeah, I'd very much put you down. I'd probably put you down as a two-handed Alan Shearer.
Yeah.
I thought, yeah.
Run off, just
like, hey!
massive grin. Yeah. So, but
it's been a while, Dave. It's been like
2 weeks.
3 weeks.
2 weeks.
3.
You've been away for 2 weeks.
Yeah, but then it was basically 3 weeks between recordings, isn't it?
It's 2 weeks. Saturday, and then you've missed one Saturday, 2 Saturdays. Oh yes, 3 weeks. Yeah.
Oh!
He's back and celebrating. Oh, you bloody bum boy! Shut up. Had to get that in. Right, Josh, I mean, you've been away. Lots of football has happened. Ross and I covered quite a lot of Spurs topics, because obviously him being a Spurs fan. But, I mean, let's get your take straight away. I mean, Joe Hart is in. Matt Doherty is coming. I don't think it's been...
Medical today, I think it is.
Yeah, okay. So he'll be signed probably Monday. They'll probably announce it, won't they, beginning of the week. And
I
then...
reckon it's a little Sunday one. Maybe in line with the Amazon series coming out on Monday.
Yeah, could do. Yeah, could be. And Højbjerg is in as well, with Walker Peters going the other way. Quick summary, thoughts? What are you thinking?
I'm happy. It's not like super exciting. Like it was exciting last summer. You know, you signed in Dombele, you signed Lo Celso, players you don't know as much about, played in different leagues, and they seem exciting. This reminds me of Harry Redknapp's first summer, where we're signing like your Defoes and Crouches, and you're signing established Premier League players who can fit straight in, who are going to do a decent job. They're not going to set the world alight. None of those players are going to be player of the year, but none of them are going to be flop of the season. It's just kind of like nice, just consistent, and we've got a lot of games. We're playing Europa League, so it's not to the heady heights of Champions League. It's just nice. I'm happy with it. It's just solid.
Okay, and what else would you like? Is there a striker? I imagine Diego.
Yeah, and I imagine it'll be more of the same. I imagine it'll be backup striker for Harry Kane. And it's funny, we see it very much. I see it very much as backup striker, whereas a lot of clubs would see it as sign a striker as competition for your current striker, but it's very much going to be backup striker. And I imagine it's going to be more of the same, a Callum Wilson type character, Premier League experience, established, and fit straight in, not young, not old, just that kind of in their peak age, and hit the ground running.
Diego Costa,
Luis Suarez are also two things which just God.
Would you take Suarez? Would you be happy with that?
Yeah, take them all. Take everyone.
Just bring them all in.
Rakitic has been linked because obviously it seems to be the summer of kind of terminating contracts, doesn't it? Like,
yeah.
Even when Higuain, like Pirlo to Juve. I don't know if were we on when we're talking about that. Yeah, and then Higuain, you're not in part of the plans, terminated contracts. Like, there's a lot of money going away just like being given to players. There's Suarez, terminated contract. Obviously, there's another player at Barcelona whose contract may be expunged. We'll talk about that later.
Good word.
Yes. Thank you. But yeah, Luis Suarez, he's not the same Luis Suarez as he once was, but he's one of those players. He's an absolute nasty boy. Both of them are nasty boys, but if they're yours...
Yeah, you love them.
I mean, Dele Alli, Lamella, Diego Costa or Suarez, it's like, I mean, there's going to be a red card there. There's
Could
going to be some.
Could you imagine if you signed them all and then in like a League Cup round you had Diego Costa up top, Dele Alli in behind, Lamella on the right and Suarez on the left or something like that? That would be ridiculous.
That would be ferocious.
Up against Oxford United.
The defence was like, oh my god, just stop. Being a knob, please, just give me a break.
It would be amazing. But
have any of them played together before? So Diego Costa.
No, probably.
I feel like there should be some crossover of Costa Suarez, but they just played against each other.
They would just they just would have played against each other. Yeah, so
They've never played. So any Ajax? No.
No.
I don't think any of them would have played together before.
no, I don't think so. Well, it's probably a good thing.
We're not going to play together because we can't afford Diego Costa and Luis Suarez's wages. That's never going to happen. But I read a fascinating stat about wages. Messi, if Messi was to sign for Spurs, and now we would still have a lower wages to percentage of turnover ratio in Chelsea.
Really?
Yeah, our wages to percentage of turnover as a percentage of turnover is like 38%.
Wow.
Yeah.
Daniel Levy's got.
Clubs are kind of knocking around the 60-70%. So yeah, that would probably change because of the revenue impact. That's based on last year's revenue, so it changes because of no one's getting any money now.
Yes, yeah. I mean, you do have to hand it.
I'm so far happy, and I'm going to be happier with the transfers. And it's getting done early. Pre-season's not even closed yet, and we've signed 3 players.
Yeah, let's not talk about getting things done early.
So talk about signing players. Something I actually brought up here, just so I could actually talk through it. I brought up a list of Manchester United's transfers. Okay, right. That's it done. So, what do you think about it? No, actually, there is one. Igalo's loan extended till January 31st as we put on that list. So,
yeah,
brilliant.
And we're apparently on Monday confirming signings from Real Madrid and Barcelona. Yeah, two 16-year-olds from Real Madrid and Barcelona, respectively.
Oh,
so
getting the word nonce.
Yeah.
Picking up kids from around Europe. Come on.
I mean, like, it's just so systematic of Man United in recent years. It's Woodward. It's a lack of a director of football. It's Glazers not knowing too much about money. Not knowing or not wanting to spend the money. And then it's just frustrating because the Glazers have just chucked. I think it's the biggest contract ever. What's his name in American football? Who was on a free? The quarterback. Really famous.
Brady?
Tom Brady. Yeah, Tom Brady. Well done, Josh. And yeah, they've just chucked like one of the biggest contracts in NFL history at him for like 2 years. And it's like, wow, man, when they're funding that, you should be helping fund Man United as well. Obviously, I'm very biased, but
at least it's been okay off the field. It's not like your star midfielder's contracted coronavirus or your star centre back has been in some altercation in Greece while on holiday and has been found guilty. That's not happened though, so it's all going smoothly otherwise.
Yeah, it's exactly. So I mean, on the field, off the field, it's all been smooth. I mean, it all looks like a harmonious club moving forward. Yeah, it's classic Man United. It's just crap. It's just, excuse the language, it's just absolute rubbish. Because
there is one thing though, but obviously Henderson. That's a positive.
Is it? I mean, we've now got our backup goalkeeper is the 6th best paid goalkeeper in the league, 5th or 6th.
I mean,
£110,000 a week.
On your 3 goalkeepers, there are 3 Premier League standard goalkeepers.
Yeah.
Probably, I mean, De Gea earns an amazing sum of money.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of their wages, I wouldn't surprise me if that is better than a lot of clubs, like amount of players that could, say I'm newly promoted. Fulham maybe not, but like the West Broms or even like last year, you have like Norwich players. You could fund for that. It's all on your back. Your backup, your 3 goalkeepers is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's just. I am happy Dean Henderson's obviously got this new contract and is staying, and we're going to be, having potentially an English number 1 as our goalkeeper potentially in the future. We're getting. I don't think we've ever had an English, not that I can think of in my time, an English number 1 at Man United.
Ben Foster, would he?
I don't think he's settling number one.
Well, we know how you feel about Ben Foster.
I do like Ben Foster, so good goalkeeper. So, but it's just too much money. I'm just editing my volume. It's just it's just frustrating. It's really frustrating. Jadon Sancho, I'm positive, but I lose positivity every day.
I think that's gone. That's not happening.
And that concerns me. Yeah, that a lot of people are now just like, yeah, that's done, Dave. Come out of your little hole.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're getting reports that you might still be a bit echoey. I don't think you should be. I think YouTube is playing up a little bit as well in terms of connection. So we'll just deal with it, and I'll sort it all out for SoundCloud. But I think it's all just a bit. It's just crap. Yeah, it's just, how can you not have any deals over the line now? How can you take so long to negotiate things? And if we do, the annoying thing is that if we do get a Sancho, it's just going to be like Harry Maguire all over again, where we're going to just pay what they wanted in the first place, in the instalments they wanted in the first place. That's apparently what held the deal up before the deadline was announced, and apparently is what's causing the deadline now. It's just a bit. It's so.
You're not alone in terms of lack of deals. I mean, Liverpool have only made that Simakis to the left back. A deal, left back. I mean, they had almost completely barren sum last year, which I'm a little bit. I mean, Liverpool always talk about kind of keeping the purse strings quite tight, don't they? And it's, I don't know. I think Liverpool fans would reckon they'd be somewhat disappointed. Obviously, there's still the rumour around Thiago, which is it again? It doesn't go against the kind of a short term sort of I've seen of Liverpool. Like, if this is their moment, they will have this moment for the next few years because all their players are in their prime. There's talk about Wijnaldum leaving, but your front three are all in their peak. Van Dijk is in his peak. Alisson is a goalkeeper, a bit extended, but fullbacks less so. But again, Thiago is in his peak. It's not forward planning. It's not like it'll be a big change to come if you want to have like 10 years of success.
Yeah, but I think the difference is, Josh, is that Liverpool absolutely spanked the league, and as you said, they're all going into their prime. And last year they bought backup players that seem happy to be there again to be a sort of backup rotation player, and they've gone, crap, the only thing we don't have is a backup left back, and they've gone out and bought the backup left back they need. Whereas you look at Spurs, you could argue you needed a centre midfielder, you went and got Højbjerg, and you've given up a right back to do that, but you've got it done. And Chelsea have weirdly thought we don't need defenders apart from a 37-year-old ex-PSG defender, so we'll get him in on a free.
Then, do you think he's going to success, Thiago Silva?
Yeah, I think he'll be. It depends what you class as successful. I think he's what they're missing. I think he's an experienced centre back that they're missing. I don't think that Lampard's tactics
play in the hand that they need like a Van Dijk at the back to plug that gap, because it's so gung ho and leaves them so exposed. Like when John Terry was kind of ostracised and brought back into the Chelsea side, and he was like, they played deep, they played narrow, and it helped him as centre back. Like Thiago Silva's he's old, isn't he? And he's not going to be he's not going to be wanting to run in behind all the time, and
no,
that means they'd have to be deep. I can't.
But I think it's
working. I don't see Lampard's tactics working for him.
I know what you mean, but I think it's going to be a bit more of a Thiago Silva's going to be in there to be that person to go and attack the ball, freeing up Rudiger, generally, who I imagine will be his main centre-back, starting centre-back partner, freeing up Rudiger to do the running in behind and the sweeping. And I think that's what they need. They needed that experienced ball-winning defender.
They definitely did need that experience, yeah. I just got the horrible feeling that it will look worse than it actually is, because it would just expose nature of Lampard's kind of.
Yeah, I understand that.
Strangely gung-ho tactics.
But my concern with Thiago Silva is that he does have a good season this season, and they give him a new contract, another one-season contract, and Chelsea pin all of their hopes on Thiago Silva having the same year, and it just wouldn't be the same. I don't think he's got 2 years of Premier League football in him. However, being a mentor and a leader to the young defenders they do have at the club,
that's a very good thing for him. Yeah.
Could be brilliant for him. Yeah, it could be brilliant. So, yeah, I mean, it's let's stick on Chelsea. Timo Werner, Ziyech on his way. Obviously, Pulisic has now settled in. They've got Thiago Silva. They're linked with Donnarumma this week. I mean, yeah, have you not seen that? Yeah.
Kai Havertz is obviously
Kai Havertz.
always like a few days away.
Yeah, so...
A couple of young signings like the Xavier Mbayamba
Yeah.
and Malang Sarr, but that's more of a future thing. But yeah, it's been... I imagine Chelsea fans probably the happiest out of everyone so far. Still already linked with Declan Rice, but I can't quite marry up. I think Declan Rice is a good player, but it'll be very much... He's probably the best England player in his position, therefore goes to a top 4, top 6 club.
Yeah.
He's not the best in his position. He's just the best English player.
Yeah, I think it's a strange situation where you would be delighted if your club are doing the business that Chelsea have done. Looking at it from a sensible point of view, is it too much? Are they all going to play? Is he going to keep everyone happy? What's happened to this massive praise that he got about playing English players, young players, bringing them through? It's a complete change of philosophy. It's giving up on defence. It's
I fully agree. It's very much the if you don't think about those things, you think great. It's nice to see all these great players join my club, but it's going to take a lot to make it work. It's going to be very different for Frank Lampard. He's now kind of he's at Derby. It was lesser egos at Chelsea. Even brought in the young players. So again, it was managing those type of egos, those young players. Now he's signing big players.
Yeah,
he's signing big players, and do the young players who once had faith in him now lose faith in him because it's like, oh, was I just a 2-year thing? Was I like Mounts and Abrahams and things like that? They go, oh, Tomori's are like, oh, so just a stopgap. Was I? How do you keep them happy? Or if you then try and keep that, there's a lot of games to play, but it's how he managed it. But I imagine he's quite an affable chap. I think he'd be quite a good manager. But it's just another challenge for him, and it'll be interesting to see how it goes with because it's still a very early in his career. But yeah, the settling element of it and players not from the league. I always say it would take about a year, one season, kind of like a climb. There'll be good moments for players, but there won't be the settled player. There won't be the player they were in their previous season. Like Timo Werner won't be. I'll be amazed if he grabs the amount of goals that he did in the Bundesliga. Like it's very rare does a foreign striker come in and bang in the same amount of goals. I think Aguero is one of the few who's come in and has a great season. I mean, Chelsea themselves could list the amount of forwards they've signed who just go on to actually do absolutely nothing in their first season.
I mean, so talking about Werner, what do you think goals? What do you think he's going to get first season? 15, 10, 5?
Honestly, I'm not a big fan of Timo Werner. I don't think he's fantastic. I think he's good and he's probably suited to Lampard's play, but I don't see him as an absolute world beater. I think Premier League, he'll kind of get in the teens. I'd say under 15. I'd say.
Okay.
Because Chelsea will create a lot of chances, and he will finish a number of them. But I don't see him. I just can't. I don't know. I'm not a big fan.
Okay. I thought he would have been. I thought he would have been your sort of cup of tea. Speedy, good finisher, can play on the wing, cut inside, loves a bit of a dribble. I thought you would have liked him.
You thought so, wouldn't you? Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, So, you just surprised me. Do I like Timo Werner? No.
We'll find out, won't we? So, I forgot to mention, Josh. I even forgot to text you about it. Obviously, with us getting knocked out of the Europa League and not getting to the final and not having that, the Igalo bet's over, mate. How'd you feel?
Bet's over. Well, we have to look back at what our terminology was. Was it by the end of the season? Was it his Man United career?
It was end of the season. It was 8 goals this season.
Was it?
Yeah, it was 8 goals in the season.
Okay, so we only have one current bet going between us then, with Troy Parrott.
15 goals at Millwall.
Yeah, I mean, the number of those goals will be the number it has on the back of my shirt, which would be completely ridiculous.
It would be brilliant.
I'm like the biggest Troy Parrott fanboy. He got 22 goals on it. Parrott 22 on the back of a Spurs shirt. I was like, didn't play for us, got 22 goals. Oh my goodness!
It'll be amazing. I mean, are there any other transfers and clubs? I mean, we'll come on to Messi in a minute, but let's.
Yeah. But in terms of transfers, I want to say Crystal Palace. I mean, after calling them out a few weeks back in terms of how they've got such an ageing squad, and it looks bleak for them. They obviously signed Nathan Ferguson from West Brom, good young prospect, centre back, right back. And they just signed Ebrechi Eze from QPR, who I've been a big fan of for a long time. He looks like a real talent, head up, dribbling, direct, and just technically very gifted. Yeah, so that's and it maybe as a kind of like for like replacement of Wilfried Zaha, but there's been after saying he was after the kind of initial kind of Hodgson going he's going to go. I've not seen any rumours of him. There's been a little bit of Arsenal talk, but there's really been very little in terms of properly linked away from Crystal Palace.
Well, the rumours that I've heard, and I think it's quite fanciful, is Eze comes into Palace, Zaha goes to Dortmund, Sancho goes to United, but not sure about that. Not sure about that. So
just sign Zaha back.
I can't. I would take it. I like Zaha.
Would you?
I like Zaha.
No,
I think
I'm a big fan. Yeah.
if it wasn't stupid money, then yeah. But I think I don't Palace want like 45 million or something ridiculous. So
I don't know. Money's like Matt Doherty's. Are you not surprised by Matt Doherty's fee to Spurs?
Yeah.
It's like 12 to 15 million is what. I can't quite work out what's going on, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I think it's a bit thing. I've got to just quickly say.
28.
Sorry, Josh. I've got to quickly say apologies to anyone who is watching live. There's a massive thunderstorm going on, and I think it's messing with my connection on YouTube. So stick with us, and it will reconnect and everything like that. But apologies for the buffering. If you're watching this back as a video, then it won't affect you. But yeah, apologies for the buffering. But sorry, Josh. Carry on. Yeah.
Yeah. So Matt Doherty, 28. Okay, he's not old. 3 years left in his contract. Okay. And I've not had a clause, but 12 to 15 million. I don't quite understand. And there's some FFP implications for Wolves, but I thought that was just kind of done and dusted, and they were just reduced squad in Europa League, which we're not even in.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but one of my Wolves supporting friends back in Bristol basically said it's not a bad fee because he's not really that good. He's not an actual like first team player, and he's not. Wolves were looking to upgrade him, and he's sort of been the person that's carried by Wolves during the season. So it's very interesting. I'd say when you list all the contract stuff and his age and things like that, it's a pretty good fee. Is he worth 15? I mean, is anybody worth 15 million? But is he worth 15 million in this world?
Do you know the funny thing I feel like, and I don't know the person talking about, but when you look online, you never get the truth from the, you get the negative aspect from the fans who the club's part. And I remember when looking around all the Southampton fans online when Højbjerg was going, it's like, yeah, he's rubbish, absolutely awful, can't pass the ball. It's like, okay, all right, we know that's not the case.
Yeah,
it's not rubbish. And they never kind of, and very rarely. I mean, if it's a squad player like that. Then, like, if it's the best player, there's no getting away from it. If Danny Ings was being sold, they'd be like, oh, but then they'd probably still be like, oh, he just had one season of being good.
Yeah, I know what you mean,
always like kind of just consoling themselves. I think we spoke about Doherty. I think it's a bit harsh. Like I think that people recognise that he's been freed up to do playing a kind of right wing back, and he's got very good off the ball movement from what I've seen. It doesn't seem to be a fantastic crosser. Because he normally finds himself in the box to kind of lay across, but
very true.
But yeah, I think it's a homegrown player, right back. I mean, it's not Serge Aurier. That's the positive. He's not Serge Aurier.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I can take that. So, any other transfers that have caught your eye? Anything that you want to chat about?
Aaron Moy going to China.
Yeah,
he's a decent player.
I mean, Brighton must have made a nice, tidy little profit on him because they only signed him permanently in January and then shipped him off in the summer. But it's a weird one because China can no longer offer big wages as well. So I don't know if it is. No, that's all gone. Yeah. If it might be something to do with wanting to be slightly closer to his family paycheck.
That's what I thought as well.
Get a better paycheck than he can in Australia. But
it's a brave move going to China. It's just
because he's 28, 29, is he?
And even when was it Huddersfield he was at? But even then I was like, you know what, a top 6 side having him as a squad player will be. He's just such a tidy, hard-working player. But for some reason, because he was obviously at Man City, wasn't he, in their kind of feeder system. The other one I wanted to mention was Valencia. The fire sale continues, and I don't think it's a done deal yet. But Rodrigo to Leeds, the former Bolton loanee.
Yep. Should be a good signing for Leeds, I think. I think he'll do pretty well. He'll probably fit very nicely into Bielsa's sort of planning and system and things like that, which is good. I think Rodrigo, the whole Valencia file sale is a bit weird. Obviously owned by Singaporean Peter Lim, Valencia. So he's not. You
see him around ever? Have you met him?
No, and you don't. Well, I was literally going to come onto that and say you don't see anything about Valencia either. So I don't know if Peter Lim isn't really liked in Singapore, because there are a lot of teams that will do something out here in Asia, and I thought a team being owned by a Singaporean would definitely have come here in pre-season. But since I've been here,
I'll tell you where Peter Lim isn't liked. Peter Lim isn't liked in Valencia.
He's not. No, he is not. So because they've also sold Torres, isn't it? The winger to Man City.
Yeah, Ferran Torres. So, Parejo's gone.
Yeah.
The captain just kind of went for like absolutely nothing because he fell out with Peter Lim.
So
but it probably makes a nice change for Leeds, because all the time I've seen Leeds is Leeds are looking to buy him. No, Leeds looking to buy him. No, you can't buy him. And it seems like it's been a bit of a few setbacks, knockbacks for Leeds so far. They've signed the players permanently who had on loan last year. Held a collar, but it's not been all guns blazing in the transfer window. No,
very, very true. Right then, let's get on to the big topic. Lionel Messi. What's
I thought you were going to talk about the quiz, Dave.
The quiz?
I'm quizzing you.
Oh, are we quizzing? Okay, let's quiz first. Go on then.
Yeah, it's quiz.
Give us the sing-song.
La 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 la. Ooh la 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 la. Ooh la 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 la. It's quizzing time.
Right, quiz is on the screen. Talk me through it, Josh.
Quiz on the screen, and this is inspired by me seeing the Dutch national team. Obviously, some squads are being announced. National football's back on our radar soon, which everybody will be absolutely sad to see. But what I've compiled a list of here is 11 players who have either been in this or recent Dutch squads. I've given you the side they play for and the English translation of their Dutch surname. So, Dave.
So they're not current players. They've
been in they're either in the latest Netherlands. They're kind of current Netherlands players. They might be in this squad or they've been in previous squads, but yeah, they are current Dutch internationals.
And they're all playing. So the first one is now currently playing for Crystal Palace.
This is their current side.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I've just got to go with Van Aanholt.
You're right, Dave. Tick.
Thank you, because it's Crystal Palace and he's Dutch.
There you go.
So.
Well, there's a second Dutchman at Crystal Palace. Who's the other Dutchman?
Oh, is there? Who's the other Dutchman there? Who is it?
They signed that utility player from Ajax, Riederwald.
Oh, Riederwald, yeah. Oh, is he? I always thought he was like German. Okay, yeah. Spurs, Mountain Wine. Oh my God. Bergwijn.
Steven Bergwijn. Oh, do you speak Dutch?
No, don't be silly. Norwich, Curl. Oh my God.
You know what? I'm not even sure he's a current Norwich player. Might have been released.
I'm going to come back to that one at the end.
He does still play for Norwich.
Okay, we'll come back to that one at the end.
I don't like him.
Who have they got? I'm just trying to quick think. Who have they got that I know is Dutch? It's obviously not a de, because it would be the.
So, just out of interest, Dave, when you think of players, when you've gone through that thought process, where do you start in position terms? Do you start just literally just haphazard trying to think of players? What's your...
I'm just thinking, what Dutch players do I know at that club? That is literally what I'm thinking, yeah. That is literally what... Crystal Palace, the only one I could think of was Van Aanholt, so I just went for him. Spurs,
I always go goalkeeper, left back, right back, centre back, defensive mid, attacking mid, winger, striker. That's how I work through a squad. No,
I'm just going national. Who's Dutch? Like, who do I know is Dutch in that team? Who's Dutch?
It's so simple.
Yeah. I don't know why you'd do it any other way.
It's like you've got a spreadsheet in your head and go filter on Dutch.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, that is what I'm doing. Filter by club, filter by Dutch. Yeah. So, Spurs was... Bergwijn actually only came to my mind because of wine at the end, and it sounds similar.
Oh, Dave. So, it's almost like Dutch is almost like English, just a bit garbled up.
Yeah. I don't know who Curl is. Yeah, we'll come back to that one. Barcelona the Young is Frankie de Jong.
Yeah.
Juventus the Lies is De Ligt.
Yes.
Into the three is the fridge. The fridge.
The Rouge.
Yeah. Marseille. Strawman. Is it Strootman?
Oh,
Is it?
you? God,
I didn't
you're
even...
so
No,
Dutch.
there. So there's
Got
an
orange on your chair behind you. You are Dutch, aren't you?
Yeah, there's an interesting one because I didn't even know he had moved to Marseille. I would have assumed he was still at Roma.
I know. I started writing it as Roma, and I went, "Hold on, is he still at Roma?"
Yeah. Ajax, off the brook or stream? Oh. That's an interesting one. Off the brook. Off. So that would be something there. And he's been in the Dutch squad, so I would know him. Yeah, I would know him.
Other is Vander, by the way.
Oh, is it? Okay. Van der Beek.
Van der Beek.
Yeah. Okay. Chuckle. Chuckles. Roma. Dutch Roma player.
Just go. Filter on Roma.
Filter Roma.
Dutch.
Filter Dutch. Do I know any? Oh, that's that now. Yeah, Excel's coming back with a blank in my head.
Oh dear.
No specifics found. Oh, Dutch. Kluivert.
Oh, tick.
Yeah. Wijnaldum? For Liverpool? No, Van Dijk. Van Dijk, obviously, yeah. For God's sake. That's ridiculous. How can I get all of them and go from Dijk and get it wrong? Van Dijk. Genoa. Lovely. That's... Oh my God, who would have been...
I don't think you'll get this one, personally.
Now this is me going Dutch, thinking of just Dutch, because I don't know many Genoa players, so I'm thinking of Dutch national teams where someone sounds like lovely. No? Is it?
You're not gonna get it. It's Lasse Schöne.
No, never going to get that. I'll take 10 out of 11.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
no.
the one you couldn't get,
Curl, yeah.
you got 9 out of 11. You couldn't get with Norwich.
Yeah, Curl.
Mix up the letters of Curl.
Rulk. Lurk.
Mix them up again.
What? There's only so
Swap
many.
2 letters round.
What?
Just swap two letters round.
Oh, Krull. So
There we go.
I tell you what, I honestly thought he had been released as well.
Yeah.
Honestly thought he had been released, but there we go. The quiz is done. Bloody hell!
You did well there, Dave.
I did. Maybe I am Dutch. Yeah. Maybe I am.
Yeah.
Maybe I am Dutch. Who knows?
Maybe I need to do a English to Dutch translation of Nichols and call you.
Do it live. Why not? Let me know what it is. I bet it's just like Nichols.
Nichols. It'll be
Yeah.
Nichols, won't it? It'll be.
Nichols.
Whilst we're waiting the.
Well, while Josh is doing that, we're gonna move on to chat about.
Oh, is Nichols.
There we go. Gonna move on to a chat. What a blooming understatement. What an under.
Dave is Dave. Oh, it's just
Brilliant.
Oh, it's so
You just
good.
say my name, but with a Dutch. Get Steve McLaren to say it with a Dutch accent,
Yes.
and you've got it. So, right, Lionel Messi then, Mr. Messi,
Lionel Messi.
your
What's
favourite
happened
player
to
in the
him then?
world.
He's still good, yeah. He's fine.
He's what?
He's fine. Nothing. No news there. I haven't seen anything.
No, move on.
Yeah.
First off, Josh, where's he going? What's going to happen?
I'm yet to believe he's going to leave.
You're yet to believe he's going to leave. You don't think?
I'll only believe it when I see it. When I see him in a different shirt, it's just because it's been so many years. He's been Mr. Barcelona. There's been good times and bad times, and he's now 33. Could easily end his career there. He's obviously making a very strong statement around kind of, and it seems like it's all going through. I don't deny it. wrong that it will happen, but I just can't fathom it at the moment.
We're just having a few technical issues right here, ladies and gentlemen. At the moment, bear with us.
Are we just talking to ourselves? Are we talking?
No, your camera is going absolutely mental. It keeps on zooming in on your head, and then I can't make it any smaller. And when I try to make it smaller, this is live all on air as well because I can't do it on a different screen. It's absolutely ridiculous. We may have to have the messy chat. So this is insane. What is going on? Right. This is such a botched job. Right. Carry on talking, Josh. We're just going to do it on the picture of the thumbnail for the series.
Okay.
Right, Messi.
Okay. Messi. So are you feeling like it's just done and dusted and he will be leaving? Because I'm just a little bit hesitant because obviously Bartomeu
yeah,
has said I'll leave if that keeps Messi, and I just can't think that he was doing it to force the presidency out, and he could be persuaded into staying. Or do you think it's just too late?
I think it's gone too far. I think Messi wants both. I think Messi wants the president to go, and I think he wants out of Barcelona. I think he just wants to say, I'm going to leave now. My time's up. I've done really well. I've kept this club going for ages, and the president is not who the club deserves. So let's get rid of him, and I'm going to go. I can't see how he can be trying this hard to get out of his contract for free and then turn it back. He probably is the only player in the world that would get away with then coming back and being like, no, I never meant it. It was all a joke. Like, Merkja, sort of thing like that. But
oh, that's a Merc.
That's an old reference, isn't it?
Old Rio Ferdinand.
Yeah. But
it's kind of been swept under the rug that Rio Ferdinand had a prank show.
Yeah, I know, yeah. So, and he's being considered for Man United Director of Football. Just what you want. So,
wow.
But, yeah, I think it's gone too far. I think he is... If he doesn't leave this year and that's purely because of his contract and no one can get him on a free, he's definitely going next year when his contract expires.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I just think it's funny. I presume it's in lots of players' contracts, but the way that it's being brought up, like I have thought of all these eventualities of like contract termination, and it would be dealt with by court of law. It wouldn't be dealt with by FIFA and Europa. It's like it seems like it wasn't exactly the happiest chap there, and he was just kind of like, I need to know I've got these outs. He's got his go bag ready to scuttle off to Manchester.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff to add on to this in a minute, but I think it's still, this is, when we said COVID and the pandemic and everything is going to mess football up, I don't think anyone realised it would be for Messi's contract at Barcelona. I don't think anyone thought, oh yeah, I'll have to go and let's go and check fine prints of contracts to see if it says when the season finishes or by June the 1st and things like that. So that I find that very bizarre. But yeah, I think it's gone too far. I think he's going to go, and I think it's tough. It's tough where he's going.
So clubs who've kind of said who've kind of been not ruled out yet is kind of PSG, Man City, Juve have kind of this morning, but I think that's more of Inter even been spoken about. But it really for me is, well, Manchester United haven't really been linked, have they?
Wow, yeah, a little bit. There is a little bit of stuff happening with us and Messi, but I don't think it's serious.
For me, all roads lead to Man City.
I think I'd say all roads lead to Man City, but there's a slight diversion with Neymar and PSG.
Yeah.
Neymar
it'll be an indirect flight. He'll stop off in Paris for refuelling and then go on his way to Manchester, and it'll be a nervy hour in his layover in Paris. Yeah, so the rumours that have been circulating is that what Man City are offering him is a 4-year contract, I think, which is 2 years at City and then 2 years at New York CFC or whatever they're called in MLS. But do you reckon Messi is the sort of I can't think of the word. Basically the type to bookend his career, go back to old boys news. I would say that, yeah, they've had like parades on the street trying to wish him back. So I think that because he's obviously never had an Argentinian career. Yeah, he moved over to Barcelona age, I mean, 10, 11 or something like that. Yeah, so yeah. I think that, and obviously he's never been the kind of loved child in Argentina. So I think that there'll be part of him which would want to go back to Argentina, I think.
Okay.
Now,
do you reckon he'd go there back now?
No, I can't see it now. He's younger than Ronaldo, for goodness sakes, and he's a season younger than Ronaldo. Yeah. So Ronaldo's obviously been there and done it. Is it 2 seasons in Juve he's been there now?
Yeah.
Or 1?
2, yeah. 2. It'd be 2, yeah.
That's crazy, isn't it? So yeah, I think that there'll be. It could easily be a couple of seasons. Messi playing in the Argentine league could be a lot older. But the problem I have is, he's a bit of a passenger at times in the Barcelona. He has a certain freedom in a Barcelona side, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, I'm just trying to sort out your camera again. Give you a normal-sized head.
That's good. Yeah, thank you. So he's allowed a certain amount of freedom in the Barcelona side to basically stroll around the pitch and not engages as soon as it becomes live. It's almost like, when someone, like, you're playing online and someone's like, who's clearly gone off to go to the toilet and they're kind of stood there and like not doing anything. And then as soon as the attack comes on, he's alive for it.
Because I saw him, I've been lucky enough to see him play in the Nou Camp. It was Barcelona v Getafe. I went with some friends from Sheffield and we got tickets to the game and we went there and we all, after the game, were like, he is really lazy. Really, really lazy. And that was 7 years ago that I went to that. And we all came and he was unbelievable, unplayable, absolutely unplayable when he got the ball at his feet. He was absolutely ridiculous. I think he scored 2, assisted 2 and hit the bar twice or something ridiculous. But off the ball, he had no interest in making runs. Maybe it was because it was how Barcelona was set up. He knew there wasn't going to be a crossfield ball to the wing or whatever. But yeah, it was just really surprising to see him that uninterested, lazy. I don't know. Lazy is probably not the right word, but you could call it clever, saving energy. But it was very surprising.
Energy efficient. Yeah. He's like a light bulb.
Yeah, I think
he is like a light bulb because as soon as he attack, they turn on the switch. He brightens up. But,
so
energy efficient Messi.
But I do think you're right. I think that's progressed now into a passenger-esque role where he won't do anything apart from get the ball passed to him and then go and beat 2-3 people and score.
Yeah. So my concern is around how he fits in. So I think clearly there'll be no kind of people just know it's Messi. Like if I don't know, like Spurs players have seemingly been very annoyed at Tango and Ndombele for being lazy, but Messi has all the free passes in the world.
Yeah.
And I mean, imagine you're a Man City player now. You're probably thinking, "Oh my God, I'm not Argentinian. I'm not going to transfer to Barcelona, but I actually do have a chance of playing with Lionel Messi. This is like a once in a lifetime." I mean, I feel a bit sorry for Phil Foden because I imagine he's like, yes, going to be in the Man City side next year. Messi comes like, you absolutely kidding me? I've been the one to miss out here.
I think Phil Foden would probably accept 2 years of learning from Messi and watching Messi play and train with Messi to get better, or maybe a year and then a year on loan or something. But I think it would be amazing. It would be amazing to have Messi in the Premier League. I think he wouldn't score or assist as many as people think, but I think what he would do is worry other defences so much that Man City would be free scoring. I think he would. Let me just
pull up a stat. Let me just have a look at this player's.
But think of when he gets the ball, or even when Man City are attacking, someone would try and man mark him. Maybe 2 people try and man mark him. It's just going to open space for Aguero, Sterling, Mahrez.
Last season, Raheem Sterling got 20 Premier League goals.
Yeah.
Raheem Sterling. We saw what he did against Lyon in the Champions League.
Yeah.
If that guy is scoring 20 Premier League goals.
No, but no. I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying.
I get your point.
Yeah.
And it's a very fair, but it's a good point that he would open up. But I just can't see him not scoring because of amount of. Maybe it's because of the way they utilise Raheem Sterling, and Messi's not going to be making those back post runs and stuff. But I just, you're right. It would. I mean, setting up against Man City with Messi would be like.
Yeah. What do you do?
Yeah.
Like, if Man City got Messi, I think my number one game I'd be excited for that doesn't involve Man United would be Man City v Chelsea, with their current squads as they are. Because I think that would be incredibly high scoring.
What about Liverpool? I thought you were going to say Man City Liverpool.
No, I think Liverpool would play slightly more defensive. I think it would be a good game. I think Liverpool Man City would be a good game. I think Liverpool Man City is a good game. But Chelsea, we've discussed, Frank Lampard is so gung ho. I think it'll be Messi, Aguero, Sterling, Bernardo Silva, and backed up by Kevin De Bruyne versus Thiago Silva, and maybe Donnarumma. It's like it'll be brilliant.
Yeah, so we've got Aguero, Sterling, Messi, De Bruyne, probably still Fernandinho, and then one other going in there. Maybe Phil Foden. You never know.
Yeah. Would you pick, if you had Aguero, Messi, the other winger? Is it Bernardo Silva or is it Raheem Sterling? Or Riyad Mahrez?
I'd probably still be Sterling, because someone's got to do some running.
True.
But Bernardo Silva is actually quite up there. But Aguero isn't exactly Mr. High Press, and it's funny actually because Argentina have obviously always struggled with Messi and someone else up front, and Aguero's never been kind of
true.
I don't know, it's never quite worked, is it? So it'd be interesting to see how it goes, and because Aguero's not getting younger, and it'd be interesting. I fully have faith in Pep Guardiola to solve that conundrum.
Do you want it to happen? Man City Premier League, Messi Premier League. Sorry. Yeah.
I want Man City to get him.
You want Man City to get him? Is he going straight into your fantasy football team? I
want Spurs to get him.
Yeah. Well.
I mean, can we just get Jeff Bezos? We seem to be intrinsically linked with Amazon. Can we just get Jeff Bezos to go and sign Messi for us, and give us some naming rights of 100 million for the however many million for the stadium, and we'll go Messi. I mean, oh man.
Now you're dreaming.
If Spurs got Messi, what is the title?
Now you're dreaming.
If Spurs got Messi, what is the title still out of reach?
Yeah. Messi wouldn't suit Mourinho.
What's the point? What's the point then, mate?
Okay. Well, again, it depends. It makes it more viable, but I don't think putting
I hope so.
I don't think popping Messi into Spurs makes you better than Liverpool. As a sum of the parts, whereas you put Messi in Man City and they've got a better squad, a better team than Liverpool. I'd love him at United. I'd love him at United.
Yeah, I think we'd all. For me, I just want to see a few years ago, but it's still getting messy, isn't it? So I'd love to, and that's what we hope. Do we think we're going to see Messi in the Premier League?
Yeah. If he does leave Barcelona this summer, yes, Man City. It has to be. He's had a big chat with Pep Guardiola, hasn't he? Apparently before he even handed in this notice to Barcelona, he said
players do seem to appreciate a manager who they've had before, and they know, because I imagine Messi, because Guardiola's only got 1 year left in his contract, so Messi, a Man City, a Guardiola-less Man City with Messi, you're not quite sure how that works.
Yeah, true. Maybe it is now or never for Man City, because if it can't get him this summer, next summer, is he too old? Does Pep go? Is it worth it? Is he going to go to PSG? Will PSG have a bit more money to chuck at him? Who knows? Yeah, who knows? I think, if it's going to happen, it's going to be now, and it's going to be Man City. It's going to be this summer, and it'll be Man City.
Well, fingers crossed. That'll be something we look at. Hello, Rude. Maybe something we look at.
I forgot you can. You can see him. People on the podcast can't.
Oh, no, you should be able to, guys. Can't you see him? Oh. That'll be obviously something we keep a close eye on over the coming weeks. Because, is it Community Shield this weekend?
It's Community Shield today, Josh. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
For you. Tomorrow morning for me, but I'm probably not going to watch it. So.
No. Who's winning? Liverpool, Arsenal?
Liverpool. I don't know. Yeah, Liverpool.
I'm going to go for Arsenal randomly, like a penalty from Willian.
Really? No, surely Aubameyang stays on penalties.
That's funny. They've got some very good penalty takers. They've got Aubameyang. Obviously, Nicolas Pepe was a
Yeah.
very good penalty taker for Lille. And then Willian's a very good penalty taker. They got
I think Lacazette's a
very.
good penalty taker as well.
They got a penalty shootout. They're all over it.
They should. Well, they should be. You never know. It's a
Until
lottery.
David Luiz gets there and blasts it over.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, we'll leave that there. Let's move on to well, you know what's coming, Josh. I got a wiki file. Here comes a wiki file. I got a wiki file for you. Hey, right, Josh. It's mine, isn't it? I was going to say if you see it, say it. But if I see it, I'll say it.
Yeah, I won't say anything.
No.
I will say
So,
stuff.
1990 to 1994, a youth career at Corinthians, which I know is in Brazil, unless it's the Corinthians in London.
Dave knows his football.
Yeah. Although there is a Corinthians team in London, so.
Oh.
94 to 99, Corinthians, 136 appearances, 15 goals. 99 to 2001, Arsenal, 55 appearances, 3 goals. 2001 to 2004, Celta Vigo, 84 appearances, 1 goal. 2004-2009, Barcelona, 89 appearances, 2 goals. 2009-2010 to finish his career, Man City, 11 appearances, 0 goals. That would have been Sven at Man City.
Oh, yeah, I think you might be right there, yeah.
I've got a player that jumps to mind, but I think he played for someone else in between Arsenal and Celta. I'm going to go with Silvinho, the left back.
It is Silvinho, yes.
Yeah.
But it was a Mancini era, by the way.
That was Mancini. Oh, okay. Yes, I remember him. Arsenal and Barcelona, yeah. And I do remember him at Man City, but I do more so remember him at Arsenal and Barcelona. Yeah, I thought he played for someone else in between Arsenal and Celta Vigo. Obviously not. Because
I thought he went directly from Arsenal to Barcelona.
clearly not. Wikipedia doesn't lie, so we know that.
Well, he was in the PFA Team of the Year in 2000, 2001.
He was a good left back. He scored an absolute blooter against someone.
I mean, he did. I think that was against Chelsea, wasn't it?
Yeah, I've got a feeling it might have been
Where he
against
kind
Chelsea.
of just sliced it somewhat and curves into the near left-hand corner. Yeah,
the near left
I'm
rather
not
than the
sure.
far left. You mean near post?
near post probably is how most people describe it.
Yeah. Well, not anymore. We're going to call it the near left and far left corners. So,
Near left, far left.
but yeah, good little Brazilian left back, Silvinho. Always struggled. He has a lot of competition at left back for Brazil, didn't he? Have you got his international stats at hand?
Yeah, I'm here with him. What do you reckon, Dave?
29.
6.
6. Oh my god, I thought he would have got more than that.
He's also dabbled in management. He was manager of a side last year. Do you know who that was? The European side.
Oh, okay. That's made me recoil in my answer. Big side, well-known side.
Oh yeah. A very good side. Won lots of league titles. Won some good Champions League runs.
Oh.
Yeah. Big side.
Porto,
No.
Monaco.
No.
Who is it?
It says here Lyon.
No. Looking at the right, Silvinho.
Yeah, it was. I mean, he lasted a good 5 months.
Oh, okay. So it's more like temporary.
Yeah.
He's probably the worst manager Leon have had in that time, in like the last few years.
Yeah. But yeah, no personal section of his Wikipedia page, unfortunately.
That's a shame. Maybe we should add that in as a rule, like the ride-out rule. Like they have to have a personal section. Although some of them do get a bit dark, don't they? Like, you know, his brother.
They do, yeah. It's often,
etc.
Yeah, it's not been great. What did he win? He only won in his time at Arsenal. Only got a Community Shield.
Not in an FA Cup. Most people will at least win the FA Cup during their career at
Yeah,
Arsenal.
he won nothing. He got a Community. So that's foreshadowing, isn't it? Oh, Arsenal Community Shield.
You going to put a bet on? There he is. It always matters more if there's money on it. Or it's more fun. No, what's the new slogan? It's more fun if it's
Oh, was there some betting slope?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Well, Sky used to have It Matters More When There's Money on It.
Oh.
But
Ooh, how much am I putting on? It's
quid?
quid, yeah.
They're not going to be favourites, are they?
Arsenal to lift a trophy. I'm not going to go to win it full time.
Oh,
actually, you know what? I'm going to go all in Arsenal to win on penalties.
Does it go straight to pens?
Yes, 90 minutes or penalties.
Yeah. Okay.
Arsenal to win on penalties will return me £8.
What's Liverpool to win in 90 minutes?
Liverpool to win in 90 minutes would return me £1.60.
How much money have I got in my account with you?
It'll be, we don't know.
Was it like £8? Yeah, £8, I think, something like that. I'll have a quid on Liverpool to win in 90 minutes just to go completely against you.
What a boring, probably winning bet.
Yeah,
you can't stop betting like that to earn money.
Don't you worry, Josh. I'll be getting. Oh well, I won't be, but I'll be getting you to put bets on that are much more interesting for me.
Okay.
And I also think we should try and do, if we can fit it in, try and do more watch-alongs this year. Because they are good fun. They are very good fun. Well, Josh, you're hosting this. I'm taking over.
I am. Well, it's a very organic, Dave. So we've got, how many got? We've got 3 weeks until Premier League starts? 2 weeks?
2 weeks. 12th of September.
So next week we'll discuss predictions then, I presume?
I imagine it will be, Joshua. Are you excited?
Do you know what?
I just wanted a yes.
So quick.
Just yeah.
I am. It just seems so quick.
Yeah, it does. I mean,
I've barely caught my breath. I mean, Celtic have already been knocked out of the Champions League.
Yeah, they have.
Managed by none other than a team managed by who? Do you know who the side they got beaten by was managed by?
No.
Spurs legend striker.
Helder Postiga.
For 11 million by George Graham. It was basically a flop. Had 2 years at the club.
Sergei Rebrov.
Sergei Rebrov.
Bloody hell. Nice. Excellent. Well, what a wonderful little fact to end on, Josh. Lovely.
Yeah, well, it's lovely to catch up with you again, Dave.
It was very nice to have you back in the hot seat, yeah. Very, very good. We'll be back next week.
We're back in for our 3rd season. Is this going to be our 3rd season? Or 4th? We had a tail end of a 17-18, I want to say.
Yeah, I think we did. Tail end of 17-18, because that's when I moved here.
Yeah, so if we had a Wikipedia page, we'd have from 2018 to present, but we'd covered across 3. This would be our 4th season, 3rd full season
of football. Yeah. So,
but yeah,
I think we can call that tail end.
World Cup at the end of Euros at the end of it. Oh.
Yeah. The tail end of 2017-18, I think, is what we'd call the pilot. That was like the pilot episode.
Yes, yeah. We were commissioned by ourselves. For 18-19.
We loved our output, so we were like, let's keep this up.
Yeah, and to be fair, 18-19 was our only proper season, because obviously 19-20 was a weird season.
Yep. Very true.
And then let's see what 2021 holds. Will it be a full season of normality, or?
I hope so. I need normality back, and football is bringing that. So, yeah, hoping it is back to normal, as they say.
But if you fancy listening to our normal podcasts, in the normal season, you can check back on that 18-19 season, see when we were at our pomp. Well, our pomp's yet to come, but I was just like, oh yeah, this is consistent. It was just a textbook standard format. You start with the news, you go for a little quiz, you go for the reviews of the week's football, you go for a Wikifile, you revert back to the quiz, you have any other business, maybe a little poll. We talk about polls more than we actually do polls. It's just like, oh.
We really do. Oh, we'll do a poll next week, and then we don't. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
It's a running theme. Yeah.
It's actually, we like to keep the mystique going.
Yeah. Oh, there's a band from the early noughties, Mystique.
My goodness,
bloody hell.
That shouldn't even be in the locker, mate. What have you filtered on in your head there? You've gone...
I can't take... I love how you think I've got this...
What's your Excel brain done there to return Mystique to a band? It's not a band, is it?
They're a girl band.
I don't know, for me, bands have to be playing instruments.
Oh, okay, they were a... Well, what would you call Five or Blue?
Boy band.
A boy band, yeah. So they were a girl band, yeah. Mystique.
Or they're a British group, a boy group, you know,
A
how
boy-
they call it, yeah, boy group. Who was in Mystique?
They had a famous
It was Alicia Dixon, wasn't it? It was Alicia Dixon.
Alicia Dixon, yeah, Alicia Dixon.
Yeah. Sue Elise Nash and Sabrina Washington.
There you go. Don't say that
I
you
always
don't.
feel that Alicia Dixon's head looks a little bit too small for her body.
Yeah, I thought that as well. Didn't she then go on to like Strictly Come Dancing?
Yeah, she's a good, very good dancer. Yeah, she's done a few different hosting jobs and stuff. Yeah, no, she's a household name here in the UK, Dave. When you return, everybody be like, oh yeah, Alicia Dixon this, Alicia Dixon that.
Can't wait, and I'll be there filtering away Mystique. There we go.
Yeah.
So
Leash Dix, which is known as Leash Dix. Yeah.
Right. Do the outro.
Outro, right. Well, you obviously, if you want to check us out our previous on YouTube, or 1819, our Ballsack Pomp. Check us out on Spotify. Check us out on SoundCloud. Interact with us on Twitter. And our Twitter handle is @FootballTalk. But remember,
There's no A in football.
One day there will be an A in football. We will have it. We'll have that A.
I hope so. I really hope so.
I do as well, but I don't know how to get it. Out of my grasp. It's out of my grasp. But yeah, until then, we'll be back weekly with podcasts and getting back into the usual routine. It'll be predictions next week, and then it'll be kind of reviewing games. Lots of live games, Dave, aren't there? Live football is all around. And yeah, with all the news, the reviews, the quizzing, the Wikifiles. Until then, goodbye.